In wake of a proxy battle that surfaced weeks ago, the president and chief executive officer of Guyana Goldfields, Scott Cardwell, is saying that the conflict has not impacted the day-to-day operations of the company.
We are working very, very hard to keep the day-to-day activities, the production of gold, health, safety, and environment training separate from the proxy battle that you're talking about. That's a shareholders' a battle or a shareholders' discussion, and it's ultimately up to the shareholders, but it should not influence this operation at all.
In February of this year, Guyana Goldfields moved to terminate the services of country manager Violet Smith and founder Patrick Sheridan. Smith was quoted in sections of the press as saying that she only learned of her exit via a press release. The country manager was quoted as saying that she felt disrespected by the company, who also severed ties with her daughters, who were also employed by the establishment. Smith had reportedly been with the company for over 20 years.
In what context was the decision made by the company to let go of its former country manager?
Yeah, we're going to issue a press release and talk about all of the changes to the company, and that'll be out sometime next week. And in that press release, it'll talk about it. But the country manager and Mr. Sheridan were involved in the company for 20 plus years and did some fine work during that time. But there was time for a change. We think it's a positive change, but that'll be disclosed next week.
As is expected, the relationship between the company and those who have been fired is predictable.
If I can ask, what about relations going forward as is right now with them?
With them?
Yeah.
It's a little tense right now because of the shareholder rights proxy battle, which is being led by Mr. Sheridan, and so that's a little tense right now.
The company is set to hold its annual and special meeting of shareholders on May 22, 2019 in Toronto. The company, in a press statement issued yesterday, stated that Mr. Sheridan actively hindered the technical committee of the board's efforts to improve the company's understanding of mine geology underlying the Sheridan resource model. It went forward in stating that this was one of the principal reasons for Mr. Sheridan's termination. Guyana Goldfields, Inc. is a Canadian-based mid-tier gold producer primarily focused on the exploration, development, and operation of gold deposits in Guyana. Handel Duncan, HGP Nightly News.